Here we go. Two of the top four seeds who began this playoff journey have arrived at their championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Buffalo Bulls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fowler. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. With some pre-snap eye candy. The back's got it. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They go with a short shovel pass. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. They're going to run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Makes the ground, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Has the first down and more. Touchdown, Bulls. They draw first blood in this national title game. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Showing a bunch formation now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Trying the old counter play here. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Blue Devils pick up enough for a first down. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Back in motion now. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Defense showing blitz here. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
The Blue Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
I mean, that play had no chance from the start. I'm a little shocked they're going to go tempo here, but let's see what they have in mind to get out of this hole they've done.
Back to throw again. He escapes the pocket. The receiver makes the catch. Fighting him off. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Championship game, 10th play of the drive coming up. They face 3rd down and short. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? The ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
3rd down play and a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds. The offense catches a break because at least now they've got a chance to punt this ball away.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. And on the carry, he's heading left. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they need it.
And here he goes. Got him, but not before making 1st down yards to move the ball to 41.
How about setting wedge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And there's the handoff. Breaks into the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's Buffalo with the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Catch made by the big tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fights off a defender.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Looking for 6. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Duke. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd. A defensive touchdown, and suddenly this national championship game is dead even, Kurt.
Wow, great job by this defense of coming up with a turnover and then also being able to turn that into a touchdown. Now all of a sudden the momentum feels like it is shifted, and we have a national championship on the line here.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the return. Offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover on that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now. You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver grabs it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This is becoming a productive drive, a first down at the 47. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on third down now? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. Moves the ball to the 28. First down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And now the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settled in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. This is a squib kick, picked up by one of the upmen. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, this defense just flies. Football so gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He pulls in the catch. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. That's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
He'll field it close to the 50. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. Left complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Ball handed off. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Oh, my, what a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Fowler. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle. Here's the second down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play. Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. First down, looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
And this is why this guy is so tough to defend. The athleticism and quickness to be able to make a play when it looks like nothing is there. Use his feet to evade the pressure and fires an absolute dart for a first down.
Handing off on the draw play. Gets the first and still running. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield selling the pass to open that play up? But, man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. It's broken up nicely. There is a penalty flag back near the offensive line, so let's check that out. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. And the Blue Devils pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Another penalty makes it first and 25 for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Important third down play coming up. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. On the move now. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Now there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Fourth down, the offense will go for it. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking deep to the right side. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. The big fella's flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
First down, why not keep it on the ground? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense getting set. It's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Checks this down to the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here comes a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. And Kirk, it's Buffalo with the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter of this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. He throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete. After
the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. the gun now on third down. Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield. And finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
So they get stopped trying to run the ball on first and goal. Now they take a sack here on second down. Offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on this defensive coordinator because right now the defense seems to have the upper hand.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown. Bulls. This offense really clicking. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. Some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Blue Devils come up to the line in the hurry up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. He'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It was just a matter of time until this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounced back here. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And the Blue Devils come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. He's bringing it back. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fowler. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Muscles past the defender. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Second down and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown! Bulls. They are pouring it on now. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Well, it comes down to this. They need to create some fourth-quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. The Blue Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's past the marker and still going. Good enough for first down yardage. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And the Blue Devils will come to the line to crank up the tempo. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
It's just been one of those days for this offense and this quarterback. They just cannot seem to find this rhythm to get them back in the game. They're down big, and now another incompletion. What will the offensive coordinator dial up next?
The Blue Devils will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic Saban to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And then there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Buffalo Bulls.